You see, before we can solve the problem of this disability in this country, unless you all become disabled persons.
Many of the lecturers don't speak up. He said, it's not my duty to come and be shouting.
I feel very sad because I took up all the way from Insaom. In 2022-2023 academic calendar year, I gained an admission to University of Legon. When I was in level 100, there was a lecture that is a run-up lecture, which is always been done by some of the lecturers. At the end of the lecture, they will gather all the students and give them tips on what is going to be seen or viewed in the exam hall. During that lecture, I called the lecturer and I told him, I'm a person with a disability, but where the hall or the lecture hall is, I can't enter. Then he gave me a reply that, oh, it's quite unfortunate that we can't do anything about it.
Many of the lecture halls, we lack the assistive device, which will help make the lecture friendly. Some microphones are not working. Some, even when they get the microphone, there are no speakers that will circulate the information to wherever you are sitting.
I feel very sad because I took up all the way from Insaom to campus to learn, as every student have that right to enter a lecture hall.
The routes are very many. In fact, like leading to the lecture theatre, the routes are very many and the road is always busy. Okay. So sometimes when you are to go for lectures and you don't get anyone to assist you, it is always very difficult.
The washrooms are not accessible. You can, when you enter the room, instead of you to be able to navigate and use the washroom and freely and go out, I'm not able to use it. So when it comes and it presses me, I have no option than to go across the street to go and find a washroom, which is very convenient to persons with disability.
Oh, the washrooms are not very accessible at all. They are not. It's not friendly because it's far. If you don't get anybody to escort you, you can't go alone.
Before we can solve the problem of this disability in this country, unless you all become disabled persons, before we can solve that problem. You see how you are afraid? Yeah. And when I say that you are afraid, because you don't want to be one. When you become one, then you see the problem they are going through. You see, we don't see the problem they go through, so we treat them anyhow. Even if you look at the art, provisions are there, but just on paper, we are not implementing them.
To be frank, students in wheelchairs, when they come to meet, I have a picture, it's very heartbreaking. You've asked us to come for a meeting. The meeting is upstairs. And I come down there and meet a flight of stairs. Are you excluding me?
If you tell an institution to construct ramps before they get accreditation, they may never get accreditation. If we ask them to install lifts or elevators, it may take a while, and the cost factor also comes in. So what we do is that we usually give the institutions a plan, or we ask them to give us an action plan with definite timelines, so that if they have satisfied all the requirements for accreditation, we can grant them accreditation.
When we increase the subvention that goes to our public universities so that we can improve quality and learning in those universities. We will provide free tertiary education for all persons with disability.
If there is any attempt to ensure that people with disability access tertiary education for free, that is great, because the disability itself is a hindrance to the individuals in their attempt to access education. And then the financial burden also comes in. But my point is that you do not have to just provide them with just the free tertiary education. You need to ensure that you institute measures that would make their stay on campus smooth and without any challenge.